Thank you for attending this session. Today we will be talking about moving permission from profile to the new model of permission set and permission set groups. So let's start by introduce myself. I'm Saidani Yosra. I'm Salesforce architect at Cloudity. I'm Paris Women in Tech Trailblazer co-leaders. I'm also a co-organizer of the French Tech Dreamin in Paris. I'm 20 certified and I'm Salesforce event speaker like Automation Dreaming, Dreamforce, and this is my second edition for North Africa Dreaming as speaker. So this is the agenda for today. Just before starting, I will just explain that today I will not present the definition of permission set or the definition of permission set groups. I will also not show you a demo like how to convert the permission on profile to the permission set using some tools that just click on the button. The aim today is giving you feedbacks. So today I will to give you feedbacks according to the project that I worked on, the ones when I see my colleagues do the same job or other project where what I observed by looking around what the other do the same job when it comes to convert the permission from profile to permission set group and permission set. So for today, we will starting by presenting the key reason why we are here today to discuss about this subject, why we need to start thinking about the transition of this project. Then I will present you some different approach that I observed in the other project. And at the end, I will give you some recommendation, tips, and what is the efficient way to do this job when we are in context of moving a profile to the permission set. So let's start. Why do you need to change today? There is some reasons. So the first one is that Salesforce have announced the end of life of permission on profile. So we are forewarning, it's time to start. The second reason is using permission set or permission set groups. Even the announcement of Salesforce is the best practice to do. Recommended by Salesforce, recommended by Ansem admin, by architect. So it's very important to use permission set and permission set group when we are in granting your permission to your users. The third reason is that using only profile cannot help us to secure access control instead of permission set. It's important to say that adapting this transition will allow you to future-proof your organization. Adapting early this transition will allow you to have a transition smoother. And using permission set and permission allow you to reduce your admin overhead inside of, so you are not you need not create many permissions, and it's important to discuss about scalability because every organization change, grow. So using only permission set can be hard to do the updates, but using permission set, it's more scalable and more flexible. It's okay? Are you convinced? Not yet? Okay, so go ahead with other argument and let's say, what is the profile limitation? The profile are hard to deploy. What do you think? Thank you. I personally spent a lot of time in the past when we are trying to deploy profile, when we have just one permission to change using change set, even SFDX. It's very hard to deploy the profiles. The profiles are hard to maintain. Absolutely. I think almost the project worked on, the profile are poorly maintained, even not at all. And unfortunately, many administrators create a new one, or instead of create a new one, clone an existing one. So It's not a good to do that. Then the profile do not fit with the role-based. What I observed that when we discuss about our customers, how we can implement the permission, how we can implement the security model, it's very complicated to understand the security implemented for Salesforce, but it's easy to compare with the role job. It's very useful, but unfortunately it's not possible to do that only if we use a profile side. The profile only won by users, and the profile is tied to license type. So when we heard about all these limitations, the question is, it is the profile dead? What do you think? So response is no. No right now. So the profile aren't going away completely. Why? Because we have many other tips that, many other elements that are always controlled only by profile, like looking hours, IP range, record type, apps default, and page layout assignment. I was surprised when I saw that the page layout assignment are already only on profile. Then when I search why, so I found that Salesforce will not invest in bring page layout because just the feature of Salesforce will be not the page layout, but the app builder and dynamic first. So what about the object permission? So all other permission will be available only on permission set after the end of life. So IP range, apps default, page layout assignment on the profile side, and all other permissions needed by the user permission, object permission, field permission will be available only on permission set after the end of life. It will be on Spring 26. So what is the recommended approach about this part? So it will be not easy when we have many years in experience in Salesforce and we have to directly to put all permission based on profile. So what Salesforce recommended now is to change our mindset and keep in mind that you need to simplify your profile. Keep in mind that you need to have a fewer profile. What Salesforce recommends now is to have 3 profiles. System admin, just because today when we set up a system admin, we have a different page layout, we have a different IP range, so we need to have a separately profile. Integration profile, if we have integration with an external system, we can use a free API license for this profile. And for all other users, we can use only one profile, the baseline profile. This profile can be a clone of minimum access of Salesforce, and to grant permission to your users, you can use permission set and permission set groups. What is the common recommendation today is to create a permission set group according to the job roles and create permission based on your user daily task. So this is the common recommendation for what we can implement. So I create my profile. I decide how many profile I need to have. And what's the next? How can I migrate our user profile to permission? So it's important to say that the project, it's not a task. It's a project. This project of migration is time-consuming, effort-consuming. It's important to have in mind that you need to allow the time needed to do this project. When we have over than 100 profiles to convert and to migrate, it's a Salesforce project. You need to have this consideration and to take time to do it if you want to take this project properly. So it's not just a task to click on the button and convert all your profile. And remember that it's true, it will be on Spring 26, but addressing this change is an immediate need. You need to start right now. You need to start immediately if you have an old organization with many projects to do this transaction project. So what I observed like I said in the beginning, I observed 3 approaches. One for groups, and the custom. So let's show you what is the first one. 1 for 1 means 1 profile, 1 permission set. So I was surprised when I saw some colleagues do this approach. And when I asked the question why we chose this method, so the argument was, I have a lot of profile, so I have a lot of conversion. So doing this approach will be quickly and easy to do. Also, we can use automation to auto-assign automatically all the users the new permission set according to all profile. And it's possible with this approach to use many tools that are available now in Exchange that they analyze all profile and allow you to convert all your profile in the permission set. I personally respect this approach, but I don't recommend to do that, please. The second approach is 1 for groups. So imagine that we have 3 profiles. So this method is to convert each old profile to a permission set group. This is on this method, so you build your permission set that match your profile. It will be a good approach if you implement your permission set and reuse your permission set on your permission set groups. So, but the limitation of this method is that if I have over than 100 profile, it's not possible to do that because we have a limit of 100 permission set groups. And with this method, I can use automation that assigned the user to the new permission set groups based on the old profile. The third one is the custom. I like that method. This approach allows you to build your permission outfit you need. So we can have permission set group according to object, to department, to role. It's depending on your customers, your business need. This method is more flexible than the others, but it's not possible to automate. You need to make your choice. So I personally recommend this method to have more flexibility to do your permission set and to decide what do you need to do without making an exact copy. So this is my recommendation. Please don't do an exact copy. This project is an opportunity for your organization to rebuild the access and remove things they shouldn't have. We said that in general, the profiles are poorly maintained. This project is the opportunity to analyze what we have on your organization and correct when the users are more permission than they needed. It took this project as an opportunity. That's why I said that it's more time consuming and take your time to do this project properly. So let's go ahead to sum up. So this is a flow chart that I personally use when I have a project for migration Sorry, it's not very visible, but this presentation will be, so I will be happy if you use this flow chart. This is a sum of questions and steps that I ask to identify if I need to create a new permission set or a permission set group. I can reuse an old permission set that I create. And I hope if you reuse this flowchart, that will be valuable and helpful for your future projects. And to sum up, so the first step, you need to create a new profile. This profile can be a clone of minimum access, set what is the permission allowed only on profile, like password policies, looking range, looking hour. If you have a default record type or page layout assignments, you can do that on the profile. And next, you need to decide about permission set and permission set groups. So this is an example of permission set. We can have a permission set with a baseline access. We can have a core universal object. You can have a permission set dedicated from the delete. You have more flexibility to choose what you need, and it's very important to, when you create a permission set, to think about the reuse of the permission set. Don't create a big permission set that is the copy of the old profile. So this is an example of the baseline access permission set. Permission set based on departments, like exec, finance, marketing, sales. You can have a permission set based on future. I personally use this kind of permission set. I think it's very useful to have a permission set for reporting, from charter, for managed user access and sales enablement. It's just an example to have an idea what type of permission set we can create. And then group them on the permission set group. This is a simple example. Imagine that we have users with Sales Cloud users. So this user need to have access to lead, invoice management, and report sales pipeline. So I create 3 permission sets, and then group them in the permission set groups, and create a permission set group like corporate sales. Imagine that I have a second user. It's a marketing user. These users need to have also access to the lead. So it's very important to reuse the old permission set, all the permission set that we have created. Identify that I need a fourth one, a marketing access management permission set, and then I combine them in the same permission set groups, and they create a management marketing permission set groups. So before to conclude, I present you my last project. Donc, this is my use case. I think I worked for this project since 2017. It's a big organization, profile very poor, users with too much access. So what we are doing that, first, analyze our organizations, or analyze what we need to have in context of permission. We are doing this in the bit-size piece. So what we are starting to do is to take a first profile with which this profile don't have a match access. So I do this profile at the first. We create all the permission set needed for this profile. We grouped them on the permission set group and keep going. We are starting profile by profile, and on each profile, we asked some question on the flow chart. What is the permission needed for this profile? It's possible to reuse what I created in the first profile. If not, we create a new profile, and it was a successful project. It takes time, but at the end, we don't have a problem to have the similar that we have in the past, but in a new organization that respect the best practice, and we are ready for Spring 26. So to conclude, so start by audit your profile, have a big picture of your permission for your security, and identify what we know it's the opportunity to clean your security and your permission. You can install some analysis tools. There is many good tools in the App Exchange that allow you to have the list of your profile, analyze your profile, choose your conversion model. Please don't use the one-to-one. And plan your new permission setup, and please don't just leave on chips. And it's not yet, please start to do this project as soon as possible. Don't say that I have time, it will be on 26, no. This is the end, thank you. Any questions? So, oui. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's important to have all this profile on the roadmap of Salesforce. The profile, as you said, not going away, but I think we probably have more than things that will be moved completely on the permission set. The future of Salesforce is user management. We have some beta feature in user management that we have. Actually, the vision will be different with user management, and we can see all the permission by users, and we can have the different approach of this privilege grouped by users. You have a question? No? Okay. So, start your project, take your time, do this project properly, take time to take the decision how you need to do this migration, and good luck. Thank you.